Hey everyone.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Let this get set up. It hasn't sent me a notification yet. Got a few people in here we see.
Yep. All right, mine's up now.
Okay. Take off then because I don't have it.
Okay. Got Pam in here. Said hello, friends. It's been a minute. Douglas says, everybody please share this out.
Yep.
He was saying everybody knows somebody that's doing nothing. Let's get them in here.
Make sure this is where we can hear it.
He was telling us.
Okay. So the sound is working.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give everybody a few minutes to get in here before we get to anything big, but
yeah. Now there's Mary and Tina. Let's see.
Yeah, the ones the going live thing goes out like 30 minutes early if it's set up early enough, and so y'all probably got the first one and not the one where we actually went live. Because I've noticed that that's what anytime like on a Premiere Live, they send a notification out 30 minutes early if it's already set up.
There's Lisa, said hi.
I don't know where you're at.
Just reading through. She said it's over midnight here in Iceland.
Oh, wow. Glad it's not that late here.
Apparently some parts of the country got some really bad weather today.
Yeah, there was some storms up in northwest Arkansas. I don't know how bad they were there, but I saw it on the radar. Because we've not had rain in a minute. I mean, we got a little bit the other day, but not enough to actually do anything.
No, still in a burn ban.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, my thing just jumped, so I'm trying to catch up. Let's see. There's Jacob. And one Scott. How are y'all doing tonight? Got a lot of folks getting in here now.
Yep.
And if I skip some comments, I'm sorry, because they kind of went a little fast after a little bit. So there's Kathy and Sharon and Satin, Lenny.
Yeah, plus y'all got a 30-minute jump on us, so
yeah,
there was a lot to go back to.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then this is different than what's shown over here, so it's hard to keep up with too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I just jumped again. There's Neil. Mama. So, hey guys. Hey, Dr. Abby and Izzy. Carolyn Lancaster said, hello, Grounds family. Haven't commented in a while, but watch all your videos.
Well, thank you.
Hi, Granddad. Hi, Mama.
Pam said, girls, are you done with school?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, they finished up, and I guess right before the Expo.
Right before, yeah.
But they'll get started back up again right after the 4th of July.
Already got their books in.
Yes.
Our curriculum does a big book sale, early bird sale, they call it, in April. And we went ahead and ordered because we knew what we wanted and needed and had already made our list. So we just got it done.
Yes.
Cheryl said, how's the baby calf doing?
Good.
Yep, Sabrina is doing really well, which, is it this Sunday, or did that already come out? It's already out.
Yeah, it's already out.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. She's there with Sheepy and doing well. And it's funny today because the two baby lambs were trying to play with Sabrina, but Sheepy was not having it. I guess she thought that Sabrina was a little too big to be playing with them, so
she'd shove on her just a
kind
little
of
bit.
pushed her around a little bit.
Yeah, nothing hard. Just telling her go on.
Well, I mean, Sabrina's bigger than Sheepy.
Yeah,
So.
so she can't really move her. Jacob said he was surprised we were all in the same hotel at the expo.
Yep, that's pretty crazy that it ended up that way.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was really cool to get to meet you in person.
You
Having to
stuck.
adjust. They're definitely getting bigger.
Yeah, we've noticed that it's a little harder to squeeze us all in here together now because they're getting bigger.
Yeah.
Because it was crowded before, but now it's really crowded.
Yeah. Trisha said, Abby, you're fast trying to get that sheep that needed to be sheared. She was cheering you on.
Yeah. Yeah, she's our little sheep wrangler.
Oh, wow. Skeeter said, my county in Kansas on Monday had town hit with tornado.
Oh,
Wednesday, her town and another had severe hailstorms, damaged my house, siding, roof, windows. Then tonight, we had 90-mile winds at 5 p.m. and been raining hard since, too. Goodness. That's a lot. Heather Lawson said, hello, Grounds family from Australia. Blessings for you all. Prayers for Kimberly for your surgery. Thank you.
Yep. Where are you at?
I've just
Are you at the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the bottom.
Just making sure.
Because I couldn't go back up because it kept
Yeah, well, I just know
scrolling.
that these are different.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't keep up either. Neil said he's missed smile therapy.
Lenny said you did good shearing the sheep this year.
Well, thank you. Okay. Let's just, people are asking about your surgery. Let's just go ahead and tell about that. Timelines and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Well, here's good over just a second.
Yeah, you're still off.
She's reading comments. When the kids can start reading, they want to read the comments too. Okay, so tonight's live is no coincidence. We actually are headed back to Baltimore this weekend.
Yes.
Sunday, he and I will be on a flight bright and early, headed out so that we wanted to make sure we could get there or get to our connecting flights in plenty of time where if something happened, we could either catch another flight or drive. The way things have been, being crazy and everything. I have pre-op on Monday, and had to be at least 2 days before my first surgery.
Yeah, that's where they threw the first monkey wrench at us because we had our flights booked a little bit later, and then they're like, no, it has to be at least 2 days, and so that extended our trip even longer.
Yeah, so that's Monday afternoon. Thankfully, it's in the afternoon, so we'll have most of the day to rest. Tuesday's a rest day. Wednesday, surgery to put the monitor in.
Yes.
And she said it's light anesthesia, but I will be under for that, which is good. And then I'll have at least 2 days of the monitor that I'll be in the hospital for.
Didn't they say that was ICU also?
Yes, it'll also be ICU. Sounds like it's going to be kind of a boring thing, except when the neurologist comes by to do you got to move around, you need to try this, you need to try that, just to get readings and that kind of thing. But then they hope that by Thursday or Friday we'll have a pretty it won't be a solid surgical plan until like I'm discharged basically, and they have that data, but a pretty solid plan
Yeah.
by Thursday or Friday morning. And hopefully I get to discharge Friday morning as well. And then provided nothing crazy happens and some crazy diagnosis, doesn't pop up that, we don't anticipate,
Yeah.
that doesn't match symptoms currently, actually, then we'll know which surgery they're going to do exactly. And that'll be the next Monday. So the 27th is surgery, which is crazy that it's already here. I mean,
Yeah.
it seemed like it took forever to get here. And then this week it's like, whoa, okay, we're already to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal. Like I said, it's dragging by, but then once we actually start trying to get all the stuff ready here to go,
Yeah.
it's like there's not enough time.
No, not at
But
all.
now, I think we're just to the point we're just ready to get there, get it over with, and get back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Trisha, yes, it is at Johns Hopkins.
Yeah, and we, since the monitor, if anything haywire comes back on it, could change things. We've split our hotel booking up into two different ones, and we've got the first one already booked. We're waiting to kind of hear what they say on the second one, and then we'll probably do an Airbnb if anything's open whenever we get ready for that.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that nothing did go crazy with that. And then also, I mean, depending on the type of surgery too, how extensive, may decide like where we want to stay and all that, because, part of that will be hospital time, but part of it, I'll discharge by Thursday or Friday from the surgery.
And we'll be there till the following
and Tuesday. Yeah. So we want something comfortable, but that definition of comfort also kind of depends on what they're going to do.
Yes.
So, that's why we haven't figured that out yet, but got the rest of it set. So it's just, like I said, it's wild that it's already here because.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got all that, and we pretty much we have everything planned out except for, like I said, that second hotel, just because we're not sure how we're going to do that or what's available. And like I said, on the Airbnbs, the cancellation is a longer period than with a hotel, so we're just going to kind of wing that one.
Yeah.
The girls are going to be staying here. My mom's going to be a little bit with my parents, but they, along with my mom, will be taking care of the farm while we're gone.
Yep.
So
they do a good job.
Yep.
I'll miss them though.
They know how to take care of everything. This will be the longest we've ever been away from them, which the last Baltimore trip was the longest we'd ever been away from them then, and it's just keeps getting longer and longer. Ready for this phase of our life to be over.
I'm ready to not have any more brain surgery.
Yes.
But for this to be over and not to have any kinks thrown in it, that's our main thing. Because I was talking to somebody about this today. It's like because I was like, it's a weird place to be. I mean, you don't want something crazy to pop up on the monitor for two reasons. Like, first one is, I mean, I don't want it to be something that's a lot more debilitating, later on, or harder to manage, that kind of thing. But secondly, once you kind of get your mind in that space where I'm about to have surgery, I'm ready to have this done now, I don't like changing course either. So it's like a twofold thing for me, honestly.
Plus, probably the biggest thing for me on that, aside from just not knowing, is if it is something else, then we lose the surgeon we've been working with, because he is specifically for
Chiari, this
surgery. And so it's just a matter of we'll have to get another doctor. And like I said, it's we're really happy with the ones we have.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
Izzy's reading the comments on the screen is what she's looking at.
Will this brain surgery help improve my symptoms? We're hoping so. There's no guarantees with any of it, but They're hoping so, yes. That's the main thing, is to help with quality of life, and it should help with at least some of them. Chiari is a thing that's not going to go away, but it should at least make it easier to manage when it's done right. Thank you guys for all the prayers. We really
Yes.
appreciate it.
Yep, that's the biggest thing. Like I said.
In just a minute.
What?
She wants to show him her stuff.
Oh.
Jacob asked if you're ready to be my maid and butler while I recover.
The girls are. No.
No, you are.
On the video coming out on Sunday, you'll see some of the stuff I've done to prepare too. We'll make it a lot easier on everybody.
Yeah.
So.
Which that will probably most likely be after I go back to work.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if I'm off, I can handle all that. But
let's see. All right. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up because I was talking and not looking at comments.
Jacob, yes, I did see where the walkers stole your name.
Connie asked how old you girls were.
12, 8.
Jacob said, no, all I need is for the walkers to go live, then my week will be complete.
Yeah.
But yeah, the girls are going to be, they've got everything under control. And they actually, today, whenever I had to work a half day today, and I came home and they both got in there, helped me clean the house. We got it done in no time because all three of us were working. So they are really, really helpful.
And I was working outside.
Yeah.
Trying to get everything mowed and the garden where it needs to be and all that good stuff.
Yeah, because it's a lot to do to be away for this long.
Yes.
I mean, it's a long time. So I'm glad that the prep part is almost done just because it's a lot of work. Ready to go, but dreading it too.
Mm-hmm. You want to go ahead and show the stuff real quick in case they start getting tired?
Yeah. All right. You want to talk about it?
Okay. Izzy's going to show you some of her crocheting. Lots of people have been asking, and she's been hard at work.
Yes.
So, what's the first piece you're showing?
Scarf.
Okay. She made this scarf.
Now look at that stitching, guys.
Yeah. She has decided she thinks she wants to sell some, and so we'll probably eventually get some of it put up on our website. Like I said, it'll just be as she makes it, so it's going to be kind of sporadic, but she's got a calf to pay for, so she's crocheting her way to being debt free.
Yep.
What's next? Coasters? Okay. She's got a couple of coasters.
Isn't that pretty? It looks so nice.
Oh, and the impressive part about this scarf that she made.
Oh.
She did this in a day.
Yeah.
Like start to finish. She just sat down, got it done in a day. It's crazy.
This is my dark purple.
Yep, she's got another coaster. Yeah, 2 coasters.
And then, what is
A
that?
pot holder.
A pot holder.
Yeah, and that one is very, very cool because isn't that doubled? Yeah, so it's nice and thick.
Yeah, Izzy was blessed with some yarn and crochet hooks and things like that, and she has put them to good use.
Very much so. Yeah, we actually had to go to the doctor's office a few weeks ago, and somebody took their yarn and crochet hook in and just was working the whole time. It wasn't her appointment. So, but yeah, she just sat there and worked. which is kind of cool.
Okay, they're asking where you learned to do that.
Momo.
Yep, her Momo.
Yeah. Yep, she taught her, and
Which we had worked on a blanket before that, but a
Mhm.
blanket was just a big undertaking for our first project, so we cut back and she started making some other stuff. But yeah, she had some. Where'd the cards come from?
What?
Mama and Granddad. Little
The-
cards.
The cards,
What's the little cards that came from Mama and Granddad?
What?
the crochet
Stitch
cards, the
cards.
stitch cards.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, they got her stitch cards that taught her.
Granny Square.
Huh?
Granny Square.
What?
It was cards for Granny Squares.
Oh, for granny squares. But I thought that's how you learned these.
I just made a very, 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 very long granny square.
Okay,
Okay.
a very long granny square.
Yeah. But it's pretty cool. And didn't you give one to? Yeah. So she
Yeah, this is her second scarf.
yeah, because she had another one and she's already given it away as a
Yes.
gift. And it was really pretty too.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, we should have taken a picture of it.
yeah. Didn't even think about it.
It was this color.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. But it was still the block stitch, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The same stitch.
Yeah, those block stitches, I think they look really impressive.
They're
Yep.
not that hard.
Yeah.
They're not that hard.
Well, it's impressive
It's still
though.
a lot of work though, because I
Yeah.
mean your stitching is very good for being new.
Mm-hmm.
Each little square is 3 double crochet.
Okay.
Connie said, Abby, what do you like to do besides being an animal whisperer? You can tell. She likes to ride her dirt bike.
Yes.
And then crafty wise, what were you telling us earlier you like to do?
Bracelets.
She likes to make bracelets. Which-
Yeah.
That's also kind of come from her Momo as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where they get their craftiness.
Yeah. 'Cause that's not something I know how to do.
Yeah. Do you want to show the other stuff that we got?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We also got some neat stuff in the mail. Do you want to start? Let's start with the other. So this is from Grandma Connie. Sent some treats for the animals. And also some raised garden beds.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do, there's 2 in the box. They're 2 foot by 4 foot. And Abby's going to have one and Izzy's going to have one. But it'll be after we get back from our trip that we put them together. But they're super excited to be able to plant their own little gardens. And we're going to let them plant whatever they want in them. So super excited about that. We really appreciate you, Connie, for sending that.
Yes.
It was a nice surprise.
It really was.
And then hang on a second.
box came from.
Sorry. It's hard to reach with them.
There's more stuff at the bottom too.
Yeah. Okay. And they also got a nice. Are you still good?
Yeah.
Chair like it
Sorry.
is? No, I was talking to her.
Okay.
They also got a nice little handmade gift in the mail from Kathy. Looky here. They got little throw blankets or lap blankets.
Super excited.
Handmade.
Yeah,
Super thrilled with those. We've
And-
had these for a while. We just haven't had a chance. The last live we did, we were out of state, and so we didn't have them to show them. But I mean, these are beautiful.
Yes.
And then Kimberly got some.
Scrubbies. Are you following?
We'll
I
pop
want-
up.
I want
Oh,
this one.
I got you.
I want this
Is that
one.
better?
They're not yours. They're for me.
Yeah.
fine.
And
You
then
can use
Kimberly
them.
got some dish
Scrubbies.
scrubbies.
Which
So
I'm excited about. These are really cool looking.
But thank you so much for that,
Yes.
Kathy. They were truly thrilled with that. So
Yeah, Abby is over here already cuddling her blanket, so I love them.
yeah. And then which I think we talked about this in one of the videos, but Diane had given a bunch of stuff at the Expo.
Yes.
And Horseopoly, they play that
Massive
all the time.
Yeah, that was a huge
hit. Yes, they loved that.
She wanted to know who won the first time.
Playing Horseopoly.
Horseopoly.
Yeah.
That was Abby. Heather said, I love seeing Abby zoom around on her bike.
Yeah, she loves riding that. And here lately, she's taken over the motorized trike that we have. So Abby will drive it around and Izzy rides in the basket.
Mhm.
It's funny. Quite humorous to watch them.
Rude.
It's funny.
Your bracelets are Momo's, aren't they? Yeah, her bracelets are Momo's. We'll have to bring them home
I
sometime.
make
Mhm.
like ones from little kits too, like the little friendship bracelets
Yeah.
and really pretty bracelets.
Oh, Nick's in here.
Oh, hey, Nick. And somebody on the last one in the comments had asked about some stuff for the girls on the wish list, which we added a few things. Abby had some stuff to make, bracelets and things, and then Izzy some more yarn. So, because she's wanting some cotton yarn so that she can make pot holders out of it, and won't have to worry about it burning as much. Because with the what kind of yarn is the other? It's the synthetic, but I don't know what
Yeah.
it's.
I
It's
don't-
called something. It's
Yeah.
not- I keep wanting to say acrylic, but that's
Yeah.
not right.
I can't call the word.
What?
Read the comment.
What?
Do you ramp your dirt bike?
Not real high.
No.
They don't have any ramps.
Yeah, you've made some makeshift ones, but
Mhm.
nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
She always wears her helmet. That's a must.
Yep. Absolutely. Every time. She's all over the place on that thing, though.
Yes, Jacob, I got a haircut actually today.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I needed one probably a week and a half ago, but I would have needed another one like mid-trip, and so I was like, I'm just gonna let it grow, and now I'm gonna get it cut right before we go.
Bonita said it is acrylic.
Okay, that just didn't seem right, but I knew we were talking about acrylic beads earlier too. So
Yeah.
that's why I thought I had
I
that
know.
in my
That's why I
head,
was
but
like, I don't think that's right, but maybe it is.
yeah.
Connie asks what size shirts the girls wear. Izzy's in a girls extra large or adult small, and Abby's in a she's between a medium and a large just for length because she's a lot taller than she was, but she's still so tiny around. But she likes her shirts long too.
I'm tired.
You ready to go to bed?
No. No.
You're tired. How about y'all go on and start getting chilled out and ready for bed? Sound good?
Okay.
And tell them night.
Good night. Wait, no.
There it goes.
Is there any other ones? I
Yeah.
forgot them all.
Well, you know, it's wine.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
with one and two.
Both, maybe. I don't know.
Let's see.
Is it that one or is it?
That one doesn't work. I didn't think that one
Is
works.
it that or is it that?
I think it's that.
That? Does it work? It's not working.
Hearts do at least.
They might have changed them up.
All
Alright.
Okay.
Y'all go
It's
on.
not working.
Y'all take
Okay.
off.
Y'all can go on and start getting ready for bed.
I can't move my
Are
foot.
you stuck? Or is it asleep?
Can't move my
I
foot.
got you.
Oh, careful.
Working.
Okay. Is it asleep?
Yes.
Okay, you're rocking the whole table. Okay, let's get this resituated.
A little closer where I can actually
Read.
read the actual computer.
Yes, because we can. There, much better.
Yep.
For reading.
Yes.
Okay, so somebody asked if we had any new babies. No, we do not.
Mm-mm.
No, pretty much our baby season is over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, except for we've got some baby chicks and baby ducks.
Yeah. Oh, a blanket. I'll tuck you in a few minutes, okay? She likes to be tucked in when she gets in bed. But she goes to sleep really, really fast, too. That's Izzy.
Yeah.
Abby, she'll be up a while.
Yes. Yeah, she takes a while to wind down.
But she's older, too, and that's okay if she stays up a little bit longer.
Yeah, and it's plus for them summer break.
Summer break and tomorrow Saturday. So nobody has to go to work, thank goodness.
How far from us were you down at the hotel? Just a couple of doors down, I think.
Yeah. Maybe 3 or 4 at the most. I don't really know. I remember I walked past your room whenever I went to go do laundry.
Yeah.
Because you were out in the hallway. But I don't remember exactly where it was.
Are we going to name the robot Lawnmower? No.
Abby did.
Oh, did she?
Lawn Buddy.
Lawn Buddy. Okay.
She'll be like, there's my buddy. And it throws me off every time. I'm like, who? And she said, the lawnmower.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Are the girls scared for your surgery?
I don't think they're so much scared as they're just really clingy right now because we're about to leave.
Yeah, I don't think it's the surgery itself. I think it's just us being gone.
Mm-hmm. Which last time they didn't see me until after we came home from the hospital either. So they haven't been there for the, part that's a little more scary where, you're hooked up to all that stuff in the hospital. Yeah. So I think that's actually better because it didn't have them so concerned for it this time.
Yeah, and then somebody was asking about them going. Both procedures she's having, she'll be in ICU both times, and they have rules for who's allowed to visit, not. And for them to go, we would still have to probably take somebody else to watch them because I don't know if they'd be able to go in the room anyhow. And plus that just being stuck in a hotel room like afterwards, it about drove the two of us insane last time, and it wasn't as bad as what this one's going to be. And so I can only imagine how awful it would be for them as well.
Night, sis. Go on to bed. I'll come tuck you in just a minute. Give me about 5 minutes. I'll come tuck you in, okay? Go on. Okay.
But and so that's one reason that they're not going on this trip is that they would be bored out of their minds, and plus we would have the extra expense of 2 extra tickets on the plane, and possibly 3 because like I said, we'd have to have somebody to watch them part of the time as well since we can't all stay in ICU. The whole time, because I don't even know that they allow. I don't know how many visitors they. Is it 1?
I think it's 1.
Yeah, that's the way a lot of them are. So that's another reason. Like I said, it's gonna be rough them being this far, but hopefully this is the last time we have to do this.
Oh, I hope. I really, really, really hope.
Yeah.
Toughest symptoms. Well, the headaches and head pain are probably the worst as far as hardest to deal with. Most frustrating, honestly, is probably the fact that I can't feel this hand very good. Because I don't know how many times I just get so frustrated because I'm trying to do something fine motor wise, and it's like I can't even do it because I can't feel what I'm doing, which is the symptom that actually was relieved the quickest after my first surgery. Like, doctor came in to check on me the very next day and I could feel my hand. So I'm really, really, really hoping that this happens again.
Yeah.
And then maybe it'll stay this time. But I don't know.
Yeah. Talking about Izzy's leg went to sleep because the way she was sitting, because we had 3 chairs lined up and both of them were sitting kind of on the edge of one, and she had under. I can't think of any times like that it falls asleep like on a regular basis or more often. So I thought you were tired.
All right, going to bed. I love you. Okay, I'm gonna go tuck her in.
Okay.
Because I think she's about ready to fall asleep. Sorry about the table.
So she's gonna go tuck her in, and she'll be right back. So yes, I don't think that her leg being asleep or foot being asleep's a issue, but because like I said, I can't remember any other time that's happened except for just now. Yes, Jacob, I did see you have our shirt on it, and I actually in our video pointed that out because you were talking to Brandon and Cassie, and I zoomed in. I was like, look, Jacob's wearing his favorite YouTuber shirt because it was ours, and you were talking to them. So,
oh yeah, I left that in too.
Let's see. Yeah, hopefully they do have a gluten-free menu. If not, I'll be sneaking food in.
Yeah, he had to go and get me some at the hospital in Arkansas since they kept messing up my diet. But
yeah,
if Hopkins is as good about dietary stuff as they have been about everything else, then I should be fine because they've done very, very well with everything else.
Retha, thank you so much.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yep, the girls will be excited.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to get a haircut prior to your surgeries?
No.
They're going to give her a haircut.
I had one about a month ago. I'm definitely not cutting my hair right now. Which I'm not getting that close to anybody that I'm not, living in the house with either, honestly, because I'm going to be wearing a mask on the plane and trying to be very, very cautious because anytime I've not worn a mask on a plane, I've gotten sick, it seems like.
Yes.
So, going to do that. But also, right now, I am, mostly unmedicated. I can't have any NSAIDs as of Wednesday. So, not feeling the greatest, and I don't feel like anybody pulling on my hair.
Tylenol.
Yeah, Tylenol is like water. Yeah. But it helps a little bit. I will say it helps a little bit.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how much I was relying on the NSAIDs until I couldn't take them anymore.
Will you need PT afterwards? Possibly.
She said it's a possibility.
Just depends. The last surgeon went to, he was like, no, you don't need it. Mm-hmm. Which
probably did.
I said, probably so. But yes, anytime she needs PT, she uses, it's at her work. So
yes,
makes it easy.
Have excellent therapists that I work with that are more than willing to help.
How many surgeries have you had for this so far?
One.
Just one.
So far.
Which that's all you should have to have for this.
Yeah.
But we're fixing to have, I don't know, does the first procedure count as a surgery?
She's calling it a surgery.
Okay, so she'll have 3 when this is done, most likely.
Because Sunday's video, I talk a little bit about some of this too. And because I talked to the PA the other day, because I sent a whole list of questions in an email last week. And I had told him Monday when I left for work, if I don't get an email back, I'm calling on lunch break because my lunch break is their 1:00.
Yeah.
And she called me at 9:00, 10:00, something like that.
It was early.
It was 9:00 our time because I had another round of patients coming in and I had to have somebody cover for me for a while because she talked for 30 minutes to kind of tell me all the info I needed to know.
Which she always takes the time.
Yes.
To spill. I mean, it never feels rushed whenever she calls.
Yeah, and that PA primarily works with pediatrics in the hospital. So sadly, she won't be actually following me on the adult side. But she told me that if it was within her power and possible, then she was going to try to come by and see us probably Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. She can always come after work.
Yeah.
I told Kimberly tell her that, but
she probably would. I mean, she's called you
twice after
hours.
Work. Yes.
Yeah, that one time was 8:30 their time, and the other was 6 or 7, something like that.
Well, the one time was from her cell phone, so
yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah. I would have blocked my number. But she didn't.
I guess she knows that we're not going to be the crazy people that.
I
call
told
her cell
Kimberly to
phone.
save it, but we've never used it. I was like, if there's an emergency, though, at least we have it.
But yeah, so
I think it's her work cell, though.
yeah, I think so.
I know. I was just.
But yeah.
No, we're not going to the Texas Expo for one. We'll be in Baltimore during that. So
Yes.
we will not.
How do you spell this? Okay, it's Chiari is Chiari. It's actually called Arnold Chiari, and Arnold spelled like the name Arnold.
Don't feel bad because the first time I didn't have a clue either. But I finally figured out after Googling enough.
Well, I actually worked with somebody years ago who had it, who has had surgery on it, which she had a much better outcome than I did. Also here in Arkansas. But
well, was it a better outcome?
Yeah. I think. I haven't talked to her in a long time though, but as far as I know, yes.
Oh, no, we're thinking of two different people.
Okay.
So it was like the other one?
No, the most recent friend who had to have something done. Yeah.
You're talking about the one from years ago.
I'm talking about the one from years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was fixing to say.
No,
I
had a friend.
No, that one was bad.
There was a friend who had it done this year, and
complication after complication, but mostly because the surgeon didn't know what he was doing either,
and wouldn't listen to reason. But better now, back to work, improving a lot. So very thankful for that because I was worried for our friend.
They said some said just tell them treat it like celiac so that they actually take it seriously. That's what I've told her in other places. Like whenever, like we'll go and then like some people just eat gluten-free. I guess to eat gluten-free. I don't really understand why you would want to if you didn't have to, because so far I'm not a huge fan of most gluten-free. I mean, like
it's not for taste.
I can do without bread, but like I said, if I was gonna have bread, I would rather have regular than gluten-free bread. But that's been the problem too. Like we'll go somewhere about gluten-free. It's like you just need to tell them that you have an allergy, even though it's more of an intolerance than an allergy. But that way they actually treat it as such. Because like I said, some people just do it for kicks, and so mixing fryers and stuff like that's not a huge deal for them. Where with you it is. So
the good thing is up there, a lot of places know a lot more about gluten-free.
Yes.
So which we didn't eat out a lot last time. We ate in a lot, but the places we did go out to eat, they're like, well, I'd ask them, hey, is such and such gluten-free? And I mean, the actual server could tell me, hey, well, these are in the same fryer, but this is safe and this is safe. And a lot of times around here, especially, they have to go back to the kitchen and go ask somebody.
Yeah, because they don't have a clue.
Which is fine. Just, it's impressive to actually have the, front of house knowledge as well.
But the scariest thing is when you're like gluten-free and they don't have a clue what gluten is.
Yeah, that's when I'm like, bye.
Like they're like, I forgot what the craziest thing that somebody thought it was. But that's where we just like
milk and butter and
I don't remember. I was like, we'll just go somewhere else. Yeah. Because if you don't even have a clue, then that's a little scary.
How long will you have to be off work, Kevin and Kimberly? Well, that is kind of up in the air. It depends on my like which surgery I have as to how long I'm off. It's either 2 or 3 months. But him, I don't know yet.
What?
I don't know how long you're off work.
I don't know either. It's just however long I need to be.
Yeah, it's the same thing. But let's see. Jacob said, at least I felt safe at the hotel with you and Brandon down the hall, since his door was having lock issues. Reba said, you'll be in our prayers. Safe trip, and may God keep you in his hands. Good night and love you both. Good night, Reba. And thank you very, very much. Yes, I did hear that Brooke from Coghill has to have gluten-free as well. It's not for the faint of heart, I will tell you that, because it's hard to find things that you can make for the whole family a lot of times. Because at first I thought I needed to make 2 of everything, like mine and theirs, but that's not the case. I've been able to adapt a lot of things to make it work. Hey, Tammy. We are still here, though, so it's fine.
Yep.
We're doing all right. We are heading to Baltimore on Sunday, actually. And my surgery for the ICP monitoring is on Wednesday, and the big surgery, as long as nothing pops up during the monitoring to delay it or derail it, it's the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob felt a little sore Sunday morning after helping to clean up after the expo.
It was a lot of work, and you were running circles around most of the folks cleaning up.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Shane.
I'm in law enforcement.
Mm-hmm. Sandy said, I hate this for you, Kimberly, but I'm so glad you're finally being taken seriously. You stood up. Well, I am not going to take credit for that because I was pretty defeated after the surgery, didn't fix things after the other neurosurgeon and everything. He's the one that kept pushing. So he is the reason that we are where we're at and finally getting taken seriously. Because he was like, I don't care where you got to look.
Yeah.
Start searching, looking at groups, try to find, somebody who's actually a specialist and actually knows what they're talking about.
Because she had basically given up hope.
Yeah.
Whenever she couldn't find anybody in Arkansas. And that's why I finally was like, look elsewhere. I was like, we'll figure out how to pay for it or whatever we got to do. But I was like, at least send your stuff somewhere and let them look at it. Maybe somebody will pick it up and see. And they did. And it lucked out that they actually get billed as in network. So
yeah,
it wasn't as bad as what it could have been.
Well, it was such a relief whenever, we told y'all about the estimates, how crazy the first estimates were that were incorrect. And even though that that's not right, it's still like, I wonder how much this stuff is actually going to cost. Thankfully, we met our deductible pretty quickly, like the first part of January with all that stuff up there.
Yeah, we kind of messed up on one hand and not on the other, because our thought process was getting it done before the end of the year to get on last year's stuff, but we didn't really think about if it had to carry over into this year too. And so we end up having to pay stuff on last year. And then once January hit, because that last trip to Baltimore was split, part of it was in December, and then part of it they couldn't get us until January.
Yeah.
And so it split it where as soon as January hit, all those things came up, we had to meet our deductible and start over. But like I said, we're well on our way now.
Yeah. And I've only seen a correct estimate for the first one for the monitoring, and it's the whole thing for the monitoring.
Yeah.
And it is significantly cheaper than I thought it was going to be. It's still a medical bill, but it's way more manageable than those first totals for sure.
Yeah, those first estimates were just ignorant.
It's crazy.
I just couldn't believe it whenever I saw it. And then, like I said, it's still that even after we've called and talked to them, they still haven't got all the estimates updated. Because I was like, I gave them a reference number and everything of who they talked to, whatever, to find out exactly how they need to bill it, because how our insurance will pay. Because our insurance is set up a little bit different than a lot. But
and my insurance is right in my chart. Like, I can go into my chart, look at it, and it tells me the correct deductible, correct out of pocket, all that. But they still ran the other estimate wrong, and I'm like, whatever, it'll be fixed on the back end. It's fine. So
because every bill we get is correct once it actually gets processed. It's just these estimates that are nuts.
Yeah, and I've got one bill that's still not correct. I forgot to call them about that this week.
Yeah,
it is what it is. It'll still be there.
we were initially scheduled for, or she was, I say we because I was there too,
Well,
moral support.
yeah, for
But
sure.
it's supposed to be 2 different things that they planned to go on, and one of them didn't happen, but
Mhm.
somehow it still got billed.
Yeah,
And we've been trying to get them to fix that for,
since January.
I was gonna say,
Because I called for
it's
the
been
first time
over
at
a
the end of
month,
January.
but yeah.
Because the person I talked to last week, she was like, "You called about this," or no, it was a guy I talked to last week. He's like, "You called about this in January?"
Yep.
He was just like in disbelief, and I'm like, "Yep," and every month since. And he's like, "I see that." He was like, "And nobody's figured this out." I was like, "Not yet." So he's working on it, he sent it to the people, and they didn't call me back. And then I got busy this week and didn't call them back. But they said, you don't have to worry about it going to collections. This is still under, not really, I guess they said they're investigating it. So it's nothing that they're worried about.
I never trust a place that says they're not going to send you to collections. So in good faith to show, we went ahead and paid all the other bills they sent that were correct. So that the only thing outstanding is this one.
Yeah.
So they don't think we're just refusing to pay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to go
If
to
it was right, we'd pay it, because
Yeah.
it's not that much. It's just the principle that they
Yes.
billed for something that didn't actually happen. And it wasn't on purpose, because everything else has been correct.
Because on their side, like the billing person she talks to, on their side, it just lumps everything in one thing. So she sees this big amount. But insurance, it actually has all the codes where it's, I guess, broken down by the individual things.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, we've got the EOB that shows that. So it's just a matter of when will it go through.
Yeah.
But nobody seems to know whenever she calls.
No.
Nobody can actually see where it's split up by the codes.
Yeah.
They just see the bulk thing. And so whenever we explain the EOB, be like, you add these 2 amounts together, that's where it got that. And so
back in it was in March sometime, I talked to someone, and I didn't know it at the time, but she was a supervisor. And she and I actually sat on the phone for about 30 minutes. We broke down the bill with and compared it to the EOB. And she's like, we figured out exactly what 2 numbers added up to one of the totals to know where that should have come off of. So she actually sent that in her stuff to whatever department this is within the billing department to get fixed. But as of last week, they hadn't had a response from them yet, and they were resending it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Connie said it's great the technology now has FaceTime, so you can see the girls and they can see you.
Yes. And also on that bill too, we were going to see about when we're actually there face to face, since we do have the pre-op. If they have somebody in billing, we can actually just go see.
Yeah.
Then we're going to
attempt to do that. Yeah.
Yes.
And said, keep us updated when you get home. We will try to keep y'all updated when we're there also, just depending on how I'm doing and what all we've got going.
Yeah, because we had way too much stuff to get done and things around here that the idea was we would film enough videos to have stuff out. And it just, there were several days that the weather wouldn't cooperate, something would happen or things like that. So it's probably, I think we have like 1 a week, and then we may end up trying to go live a little bit, or maybe we'll get something up there.
Yeah.
But it just depends. So it may just be out once a week. We don't know yet.
I don't know that they do that here. The tethered cord release. You know the place I was talking about in Barcelona?
Yes.
That's like one of their things that they do. I don't know if it's not as well known in the States, I know. But I've actually just been reading about that recently. There's some people that have had like complete, total lasting relief from that.
And we had actually, I even told her too that I was like, if we can't find somewhere, I was like, we may have to go to Spain. I don't even know how that would work, but
yeah.
hopefully this works and we don't have to find out though.
I hope so.
But I just don't understand how so many people especially the ones in Arkansas who are specialists that are not specialists.
Well, I was talking to a patient today about some bad experiences with neurologists, not neurosurgeons, just neurologists. And he was like, talking about how many he'd been to. And he was like, have you ever had to deal with anything like that? I'm like, actually, yes, I have. And I was like, it's a shame we can't have good neurology here.
Mm.
We have great orthopedics here. I will say we have some really great orthopedics here. Neurology, though, we are way behind the times. How is the new robot? Fantastic. We love our robots.
I don't even know where you're at now.
Pam Francis. What's the big difference in this surgery and the other one? Okay, so the major difference in this surgery versus the previous one, if that's what you're asking. Previous, they did a decompression I guess, back it up. They opened up the base of the skull, the hole there, the fossa, and then they actually shaved the cerebellar tonsils because they were pretty large. I don't know what the measurement was on them, which I finally reread surgical notes and I figured out the reason for that. It's because there was a lot of scar tissue adhesions, all that holding them there, so they could not tell that they were actually as big as they were. And so he had to open up the dura. He put a new patch in to hold everything, hold the cerebellum in after he shaved the tonsils and everything. And that was that. This surgery, the two options are either they know they're putting a metal plate in to support my cerebellum, both surgeries. One of the options, though, he's also thinking of reopening everything because there is still some cerebellar tissue that is to the sides of the brainstem. He said where it is and how much it is. He said he's not sure that it's actually interfering with anything. It's hard to tell. It's kind of a toss-up. So they're hoping this test will shine some light on that. Like if they think that there's actually some other restriction that they just can't see on imaging. Because they couldn't see how bad the tonsils were previously for the first surgery just from imaging. And they understand the fact that there's a lot that gets missed on imaging. So he's hoping that this will shed light and see if he needs to remove that tissue too, or if he just needs to go in there, put a plate in and be done.
I thought the reason they couldn't see it on the first imaging because there wasn't a first imaging.
Well, that too. But all my previous stuff didn't look that bad.
Yeah.
And now that I reread surgical notes 2 weeks ago, I was doing some cleaning and I reread that and I was like, oh, they said adhesions. Oh, that's what was holding it up there. That's why they were big size, as the surgeon said.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Dean. I don't know if I just missed him earlier or what. Somehow.
Yeah, I have no idea. I still can't find where you are. So I'm just going to read wherever.
Okay.
Sue said she lives about 15 miles from the hospital there, and that a lot of the restaurants in Baltimore work with you on gluten-free stuff. Lots of prayers.
Thank you very much.
Yep, thanks, Sue. Have the girls ever thought about decorating shoes or purses with odd jewelry pieces? Fundraiser idea. Not that I know of. No?
They would probably love that idea, though.
Yeah.
Because they love any kind of decorating.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Jacob said he thinks he pushed most of the dividing wall back.
Yeah.
And putting up chairs.
Yep, he did. He did a lot of the work.
Mm-hmm.
No, we've not finished the storage shed. We got started on that, and then just things came up trying to get prepared for the stuff that we had to get done to be able to
Mhm.
leave, and it got put on the back burner. So
Yeah. Work schedules changed again a little bit, and
yes.
a lot of extra work stuff. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's okay. Well, there's Brandon.
Did you say you read what's the major difference with this surgery?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how I was explaining with the two, plus the previous one. Nick said that never works out. We fail on filming in advance every single time.
Yeah, we usually do pretty decent, like at least close, but like I said, this time not anywhere near it. And like I
Yeah.
said, it just wasn't working out.
Well, it doesn't help too that like 2 weeks ago, I actually had to go to the doctor because I lost my voice completely. And I was about to,
Peacefulness.
yeah. Except the noise coming out where my voice was supposed to be was not peaceful.
No.
But I was panicking because I'm like, I'm not long till, I have to be off everything and I can't take any medicine for it and I don't want to get this pushback and, all the things. So it's kind of hard to video and talk when you can't actually talk.
Yes.
And then everything, and then this week of not being able to take medication and stuff too, it's made me a little bit slower. So
yeah. And then my work schedule was kind of crazy, and the other day I just gotten home, been home less than 10 minutes, got immediately called back out, and that was a 22-hour day.
Yeah.
So I was pretty much done in the next day.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like I said, every time we try, whenever we were off, or whenever we'd be working, the weather'd be really nice. When we were off, it wasn't. I'm just like, why is this not working out?
It's all right.
But yeah. Trisha's been dealing with a really bad reaction to mosquito bite.
Yikes.
Goodness.
Hopefully 2 antibiotics. Goodness. Hopefully that heals up pretty good, because that's
we knew
awful.
Somebody else that had big trouble with like bites like that. Maybe it was one of the kids at the daycare.
Yes it was.
Okay. How long will you need PT? Not
Pam.
sure. Did you already answer
that? Pam H. She's asking. Pam F was asking Pam H.
Gotcha.
That I don't know for me either, though. How's Sabrina and Sis doing in the new area? Sabrina and Sheepy are doing really good in there together. Sheepy just is very wary of her playing with the babies, and they love playing with Sabrina. So they were trying to jump on Sabrina earlier.
Yeah.
She's a really good mom, though, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Okay, so it's not just Arkansas that has trouble.
Southern Illinois as well. Say, at least we have a good PCP. I will say that. The one we had before was even more amazing. But this one has been fabulous, too. He's done everything I've needed and been so, so helpful. They don't suspect tethered cord. That's not been a suspicion. At least not yet. I just was reading something about it.
Wouldn't all of those MRIs that you did show that?
Surely that or the myelogram would have shown something. I've had enough imaging to where I should be good for the rest of my life. I know it's not true, but
what, 6 that 1 week or within like a couple of weeks? Yeah.
And then that other.
Well, then you had up there when we were there, we had a bunch too.
2 CTs plus the myelograms plus whatever. And then the X-ray when we came back. I actually had a reaction from how much contrast I had after we came back.
Yeah.
Let's see. Donna asked if I have a cold. No allergies. We were outside earlier and my nose runs constantly. So I'm sorry if I'm sniffling, but Arkansas allergies are definitely not fun.
So I have a question. So they are putting a plate in to hold your brain in?
Yes. So if you look at like a model of the skull or something, there's a hole at the bottom, and that's like where the spinal cord and everything kind of connects to the rest of your body. But that hole right there in a patient with Chiari, a lot of times like the cerebellum like sticks out of it, and it's not supposed to. It's supposed to stay up inside there. But a lot of times they'll go in and they'll widen that hole. Well, from what we've gathered, they won't say it outright. Nobody said it outright. Sounds like the first surgeon removed too much bone. So when I'm moving or I'm walking, they're suspecting that my cerebellum's just like bouncing basically and kind of pushing downward. And it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be supported with the patch that they put in there. But he said a plate will hold it up in there to where it does not move.
Yeah, basically the other neurosurgeon here in Arkansas, afterwards he made a comment of how much of the skull was removed. We went up there, they're like, man, that's a big hole that he cut out. And so, which up there they've been more calling out that the other surgeon screwed up than down here. Like the one here, he's like, well, I wouldn't have done that. Well, I wouldn't have done it. And up there, they're just like, that's not normal.
Yeah.
And so I think the thing with that is because this guy, he kept saying how many surgeries he had done, all that. Well, it wasn't until after the surgeon went back, he's like, basically said that it's all been babies or kids. Like this is the first adult he ever performed one on.
Yeah.
That might have been good information to have from the get-go.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Because we probably would have got a second opinion before the surgery, not after.
Yeah.
Because whenever we first saw it, we were just glad that somebody finally found something. But that also could explain why the skull, he moved so much. Because like a child and baby, they're still growing. So when you really, I mean, I guess the skull's not going to grow back necessarily, but I'm just wondering if he just didn't really get what he was doing. Because like I said, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish he would have told us that beforehand, not afterwards.
Heather said, how's the veggie garden growing?
Really well. Potatoes are doing great. We're going to try to get a little update on those probably tomorrow. So we have some other stuff. I don't know it's going to be a full video, but maybe something we can throw some in so y'all can see what's going on with the garden. Because like I said, it's just been crazy around here.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks really nice. And
the great thing about that one down there, we had the plastic on it for like a year. Well, end up almost being, I guess not quite a year. Well, almost now part of it.
Yeah.
There's still not really any weeds growing. A few here and there, but I mean, the potatoes still look really well, and I've not tilled them up or anything at all yet. I'm probably fixing to so we can heal the dirt up on them, but I don't know if we'll get that done before we leave. I would like to, but I just don't see.
Let's see. Stephanie said Braley and then Addison had games. Braley won 11-0. Addison won 18-3.
Good job, girls.
Nice. Neil said you lost your voice. Did you check down the back of the couch? Let's see. Janice said, good night, guys. Prayers for you, Kimberly. Love watching your videos with the girls. Thank you, and good night.
Pam wants to know if your surgeons have ever seen another patient with your symptoms.
Yes. Yeah, they actually, I mean, definitely not the first. They said I am complex.
Which we already knew.
Yeah. But that's why they wanted to do the ICP monitoring, to make sure that they didn't miss something, because the way my symptoms are not just like this pattern or that pattern. I will say though, just based on how I feel like it's more mechanical. Mechanical meaning like an actual physical problem, not just like an autonomic nervous system problem or something like that, where it's just, crazy symptoms by themselves without like a major cause. Like it feels like, like I overdid it a little bit yesterday because I was just a little more active, just trying to get things done. And he told me to slow down, and I didn't. But I can feel it today, and I mean, it's, I don't know. It definitely feels more physical than just some of the like other disorder type things. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well at all. But some of the other disorders that they're looking for, it's more symptom based and like heart rate changes and things like that. And right now it's mostly, I mean, it definitely feels caused by a certain thing, which, like I said, overdoing it.
Yeah. Yeah, the other day, well, I had feed come in, and we were moving some animals around and stuff, and she just kept trying to do too much. And I was like, stop, because you're going to feel it later. Because she was like, it doesn't really feel like it's bothering me right now. And I was like, well, it will
He
later.
knows me too well.
And then today she's like, you were right.
Yeah,
I was
I text
like,
him from
can you
work.
say that again?
I texted him from work and I was like, I should have listened to you yesterday.
Yeah, so I was like, I will get it. It'll just take a little bit longer. So,
But I just feel bad sometimes too, because I mean he does he's having to do everything, and I can't really do anything, and I'm never been that person to just sit back and not help.
true.
So it just bothers me sometimes.
I have a picture somewhere the first time she ever used the weed eater.
Oh wow, that was a long time ago.
Let's see if I can find it.
Oh goodness, that's like right after we were married.
Yeah. Oh, look. Oh, it's a video.
No.
I have a picture somewhere.
Oh goodness.
Let's see when that.
Donna said that's.
Oh, that's from 2012. So that's not the.
No, it's not the one. That may have been I think that was the first time I'd used it.
No.
Wait, no.
No. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's.
It may have been because it's before we moved.
Oh, here we go. I don't know why that's cut that off.
Donna's talking about the allergies thing. She said that's okay. She's working in the garden today. The wind was so bad, made her nose start running and sneezing. Yes. And pollen is still there. So
Yeah.
hoping if we get rain tonight, then maybe that'll help wash some more of it away, because it seems like it's more pine tree.
Is it supposed to rain tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not know. I would not have tilled the garden.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to be anything crazy, but as far as I know, yes.
Yeah, because I was mowing today, and the grass, I couldn't get the right angle where it wouldn't blow all over me, so I pretty much got a bath in grass. Don wants to know how you spell it again.
Chiari, and it's type 1. Because there's multiple types of it, and it is type 1. And I appreciate all the prayers. We all do. Yeah, some I'll have to do some more researching on that too, on the tethered cord stuff.
Have you ever had any patients that are subscribers?
Have not, actually. Not well, technically yes, but we're also related, so Mary said that you're my rock. Absolutely. Eric said, I hate spring allergies. It's been so dry here on the panhandle.
Yes.
The pollen count has been abnormally high this spring. Absolutely.
We have been married for 6 It'll be 17 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16
I had to
years.
think what year it was. But
Mhm.
yeah, it'll be 17 in December.
Yep. Tammy said her allergies do that too. She got to work the other day and coworker asked her if she'd just gotten up. It was noon because her allergies were so flared up, her eyes were swelled. Yeah, I'm surprised that I almost had to wear my glasses to work one day instead of my contacts because they just didn't want to go in my eyes. Usually I do that about like once in the spring and once in the fall, typically, when that hits, which I don't mind wearing glasses. I just have less depth perception when I'm wearing glasses. So I just don't want to do a lot of like steps or stairs
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Pam said she'll put you on their prayer list. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Renee said she's behind because she had 2 spinal surgeries this past week and a half.
Bless
Hopefully
your
that's
heart.
going well.
Yes.
Maybe you'll get some relief.
Hopefully so. That's a lot.
Yeah, we decided to do a last minute live, try to get one in before we go, and then I don't know, like I said, it'll just depend on how things go while we're gone, because we'll probably have quite a bit of downtime, but it just depends on how she's going to feel if we'll actually do a live or not.
Yes, sometime I'll have to look that up on how to do that. Probably once I'm back at back home and all that good stuff. Pam said complex or complicated. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Yeah.
Both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just keep calling it a complex case. So thought that was interesting.
The Bradford pears are blooming. We don't have any right around us, but in the area, yes, they're blooming everywhere, and it's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
But so is, I guess, the pine trees or something. It's just yellow pollen everywhere. It's awful.
Well, at first it was just the pollen from everything else. And then somebody's like, look at the trees. They haven't even dropped the pollen yet. And I look and I'm like, oh no, because they're just sitting there just turning yellow. I'm like, oh, great. And then sure enough, that was after one rain that all that started coming. And that's when everybody else got sick that wasn't already sick from allergies.
Yep, Jacob, going home is always sad. Whenever we're at the expo or with our friends and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh.
Pam.
There are some expo, or I guess they're really called conferences here, but there are some, but
nothing like Okie.
No.
Pam Graham said, my son had spine surgery last June and he's having to change his whole way of life. He was the type that did a lot of work and repairs around the house. That's always hard.
Yeah.
Always difficult.
Oh, one was birthday Sunday.
Oh. Well, happy birthday. Oh.
I was going to, but I don't know what the deal is, but it cut off the picture, and so it wasn't really.
You had a different type of phone back then too. I think.
In 2012, probably not.
It was an old iPhone.
Yeah.
Grace, we're headed to Baltimore on Sunday.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And that was another thing, too. Whenever we were trying to book our flights, because the shutdown is, however you want to call it, going on. And so I'm just like, the last thing I want to do is get stranded. So we were They actually probably had a flight with better times,
Mm-hmm.
but it flew through Houston.
Yeah.
So I was like, if something goes haywire, we get to Houston. I was like, that's going to add 8 or 9 hours onto our drive. And it's already like 17 hours away. So I was
Yeah.
like, there's no way. So I was like, any connection we have has to get us at least closer.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if something goes haywire and they abandon us, I'll drive us the rest of the way. Because we made sure that we left in time that I would have time to do that. But
yeah,
hopefully that doesn't happen. But we're at least traveling east of here before our first connection. So
yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be early, but at least we'll be there early. That's the main thing. I'm not a big early morning flight person, but I think it's definitely gonna be far preferable to a late flight.
Yes. Well, that's the biggest thing is that, like I said, I'd rather us just get there.
And BWI is crazy.
Yep. Tammy will definitely be sending some prayers.
Yes, for sure. Pam heard spirits shutting down. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that earlier too. I was reading some stuff about some of the airlines having some more difficulty and stuff. Oh, Jacob said they flew through Chicago O'Hare. Yeah, I've heard Chicago's having some issues right now with, I think, like higher volume of flights than they have ability. So they're cutting back some of their flights this summer.
Oh, goodness.
Because they had way more scheduled than what they feel like they can physically handle.
Yeah. We're not flying through Chicago, though. So.
Thank goodness. Yeah, coming back, I think it's through Dallas, though, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we've not been through Nashville, so there were a lot of there was a lot of like weird options this time that popped up, like different connections, and like there's one through Orlando, one through where was some other weird ones that popped up, the connecting flights and stuff.
Denver.
Oh yeah, there's one that went all the way to Denver and back. North Carolina, I think it's North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's not weird. It just had like 3 stops and started early morning and ended late.
Yeah, because whenever I look for a flight, I'm okay with one connection.
Mm-hmm.
2, I'm not really. I mean, the more connections, the more likely something is to go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love just a straight through flight, but we never get those.
Mm-mm. Not from.
And
Little
so then I like one stop, but then I want to make sure that if it's an airport I'm not familiar with, that the layover is long enough that if something goes haywire, we still have time to catch our next one. And then there was one that we looked at, which it went somewhere and then it flew to Orlando, but we didn't get off the plane there.
Yeah.
They just added more people to it before it went north. I'm just like, that still just leaves time. I mean, chance for something else to go wrong. So
yeah,
it's a matter of balancing out the number of stops versus the price and just picking a time that doesn't cost as much.
Yeah. Grace said, "Where's your head with this? You're much braver than I would be." A lot of different places, honestly. Like I had a time this past weekend where I kind of broke down once and actually like kind of got teary just thinking about it all. And I go back and forth from being like, oh, I'm ready to get this done. Let's get this over with. And then it's like, oh man, we're going to be, away from the girls. And then the other one's like, what if they find something on the monitor and they don't do the surgery? That's the only other major worry. But I've got to stop stressing about that because it's in God's hands and it's going to be the way it's supposed to be. Because I feel like we're where we're supposed to be with this. It's just, it's still a lot. But yeah, main thing right now is my head is just, let's get there. Let's get this done and move on.
Yep, Jacob, we knew you was going to be there.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you say after they put the ICP in, you have to simulate your normal activities, chores?
Yeah.
Yeah, they, from talking to the PA the other day, she was talking about like walking around. And I have to keep notes too while I'm there about like, certain times like, oh, I did this, because I'll be able to see the monitor. We'll be able to see the monitor in real time. And if we notice a change, like, oh, well, that's right after I did, XYZ, I had to bend over, and she told me to actually, if the neurologist doesn't have me do it, to do some like neck movements and things to see what the numbers do after that, because that's something they're very curious to see, because that'll also help them with the mechanical instability type aspect of things. But yeah, it's still probably going to be a little boring, I will say.
Yeah.
Because being still and not getting to go and do normal things is a little difficult.
Yeah. And then most likely the updates will probably the quicker ones be community post. And then maybe on Facebook or farm page on Facebook. I don't know yet on that. We don't do a whole lot with Facebook. We're trying to eventually work on it too, but it just hasn't happened yet. Not much.
Yeah.
We posted a few little shorts or reels on that, but that's it.
Yeah. Trying to get better about that, but gotta have something to post too, and been so busy trying to get all the YouTube stuff done and everything else done. So
yeah, YouTube videos and then a few ads.
And
Which thank all y'all for the ones that watch the ads. We appreciate it, because pretty much a lot of this trip or part of this trip is sponsored by those companies.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Brenda, thanks for joining us.
That's awesome. Kathy gave me some verses. Thank you, Kathy. I'm going to screenshot those right now, because those always help.
Jacob, it just depends. We're not really sure exactly, like because a lot of times with ICU, they have specific hours and stuff, and we don't know if it's a little different with this one since what it is. And so it'll just depend on whether I'm either staying there or at a hotel. So
yeah, and on that as well, even she told me that they have accommodations, but they may not be the best. So I don't exactly know what that even means. But then also, I would rather, if nothing crazy is going on with it, yes, it'll be lonely not having somebody there with me, but I would rather him rest up, because also I'm going to need a lot more help on the second leg of this. So that's where my head's at least. Like,
yeah, and
if you're not going to rest at the hospital and I'm not needing anything, then I really think that I would rather, if you are okay with it, go and rest.
It depends on what they're, because like I said, the first leg, the monitor is supposedly not really that big of a thing. So less likely for something to go haywire with that. Now, the second part, the actual full surgery, it's probably gonna be a little different, but the main thing is we have to get there maybe during pre-op. We can figure out what all this is, get all the details of what exactly they allow or don't allow and how that is. But
yeah. Donna said, what are your concerns for the surgery?
Mine? I don't really know that I have any about the surgery itself, because I feel good about them.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, is it's so, I don't want to say weird, but it kind of is weird. Like last time we were nervous going into the whole surgery concept, but now we're not really. But that's because of who we're dealing with too. It makes all the difference in the world when you actually, feel like you have full trust in them also.
Probably the biggest concern is probably something like the monitor throws something wild out there, and then it just, because we've kind of got it set in our head of how things are going to go, but then things are still not set in stone until the monitor is done. But I don't know. And then the other thing is if we go through this and it doesn't work,
Yeah.
that's probably the worst. But I'm just trying not to even think like that because
Mm-hmm.
positive energy.
Yes. Absolutely. Sandy said no Halo, right? Probably they'll probably have that attached for the actual surgery, but they always take it off. Yeah, that completely, had me thrown for a loop whenever I came out of my first surgery, and I was like, why is the side of my head sore? And I realized that I had a scabbed area on either side, and then I started actually researching and realized
Oh yeah, I
that,
watched some videos on that.
yeah,
That they use pins to hold your
Mhm.
head still.
Yeah, I had stuff here, and then also there was something on my feet as well. I don't really know what that was about, but I just know that that was attached, so I at least am aware of that now, because they don't tell you that prior to surgery most of the time.
Yeah. Home set let Brandon Eddy fix you. He can put some of that blue insulation to hold your brain. I've seen Brandon build stuff. I think our first surgeon took lessons from him. No, I'm kidding. He's actually
Brandon.
He's getting there. I mean, like some of his later stuff has been really impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been really
I mean,
good.
if you've seen from where he started to where he's at now, I mean it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. How are the girls dealing with this? It's the only thing they're really concerned about is us being gone.
Mm-hmm.
Which we kind of shield them from some of it. They know what I'm having done, but they understand, but not fully. And I'm leaving it that way. But us being gone is the hardest part, and they're getting pretty teary about it since it's tomorrow, or not tomorrow, day after tomorrow.
Yeah, but yeah, because last time what we did, and I don't know what, is whenever we were going to be gone, we actually had put together like just a little gifts. It's just a little something for each day, so that whenever they came up and we're doing chores, that they could count down the days till we get back. And at the time, it seemed like a good idea, but then it's almost like when it got to it, when they'd see how many presents were left, it was just making them think about how long it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're not doing that this time.
No.
Because we were thinking, well, they'd have something to look forward to each day. They get to count down, but they're also getting a little gift. And like I said, it was just like, so it was like little puzzles and little coloring.
Yeah.
I mean, just little stuff, just something to give them
Mhm.
something
To do.
to do and look forward to. But like I said, I don't. For at the beginning, I think it was fun, but then after that, it was almost like maybe like a dreading thing. Like,
Yeah.
we have to get through these to
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah. Jacob, I don't know if they'll do any videoing while we're gone or not. We'll just have to see. Because they just have their tablets, so not always the clearest picture. Here's Cassie. It's past my bedtime.
Mine too. Actually, not.
No.
My eyes are just watering from mowing today.
Yeah.
All the grass that's in them, I can't get rid of it.
I know. Brenda said, your daughters are so cute and sweet. Love to see them in the videos. Well, thank you. It's actually...
It wasn't in your skull.
No, it was just... But it's like a device to hold your head still and stabilize it during the actual surgery.
I watched lots of videos from different hospitals, and every one of them showed the same thing.
Yeah. As we said, I knew she wouldn't be going to sleep so quick, so
yeah,
she got up to get a drink of water. Night, I'll take you in a little bit, okay? Sound good? Go back to bed. Love you. Careful, don't fall. There's still a box back there.
Yeah, Renee, and that's probably one of the reasons, because it seems like every time we think we have an answer, it's like one step forward, two steps back.
Mhm.
But
Very true.
Pam, it's actually Izzy's the youngest, and she's the one that likes to crochet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good night, Retha. Cassie, we will actually be gone on Sunday, so tell him not to get any ideas and try to have fun because it won't be me. But I wish we were going to be here though, because I would have drove down there to see that. Good night, Justin. Thanks for hopping in. We're about to wind this down too here in a minute. We weren't planning on staying on this late, but haven't seen y'all in a while, and it was good to visit.
Yep, good conversation.
I'm a police officer.
What a miss.
Cassie said that Gary and Ranger have a golf tournament in Little Rock on Sunday, and he's wondering if I could. He's laughing, wondering if I'd pull him over and then scare Ranger. I was like, don't be playing around because it won't be me.
Very true.
Linda, she'll be posting, or we'll be putting the stuff that she showed today on our website eventually. It'll probably be after we get back because we wouldn't have any way to ship it beforehand. So as she does stuff, we'll probably just put it on there, and then, like I said, if somebody wants it, they can get it. If not, then that's fine too.
Mm-hmm. Good night, Loma.
Because she loves to crochet.
Mm-hmm.
And so might as well, if she wants to try to do some to sell, might as well try. Because she did really good at petals she was just doing bracelets and rings then and bookmarks.
Yeah.
She did a lot better than what we were thinking she would do, but she made out good on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's working on something a little bit bigger than the scarves, and so we kind of mentioned maybe doing like a table runner or something like that. So she's counting up how many little squares she's going to have to do to get it wide enough. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Yeah. She's really, really committed though, and she wants to do it. We haven't, it's my fault because I didn't video it, but she wound up actually getting glasses back. It's been a couple months, hasn't it? We noticed when we were still doing school that she kept having a lot of headaches, which I had not put two and two together and realized it was when she was having to do lots and lots of reading is when she had the most headaches.
Mm-hmm.
But that's actually how mine started whenever I started needing glasses, was headaches during school. And she has enough of a deficit to where he said she might could benefit from some glasses. So now, which she likes to either crochet or whatever in the dark, like whatever she's doing in her room, she likes to have the light off. And I'm like, no, flip the light on. You can't see. And so she's straining her eyes more, but then also if she wears her glasses, she doesn't get her headaches either. But since she's gotten her glasses, she's enjoying crocheting a lot more too, because it doesn't hurt her head.
Thanks, Sue. You have a good night too, and you as well, Satin.
For sure. Linda said, "I'll be watching for the items."
Yeah. Pam said to do them as an auction for the highest bid. I don't know how. I'd have to see. I don't know if our website is set up where we could do that or not.
I don't know.
May look
To
into
look.
that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, this is an interesting concept, but I don't know if it can do it or not.
When was I diagnosed with Chiari? Actually in 2024, a month before I had surgery. But I'd been dealing with issues for about, almost 10 years before that, that had just gotten either misdiagnosed or undiagnosed. Because part of it, some of them were like, I don't know what it is, and some just try to name it 3 or 4 other different things, because it wasn't bad enough.
Yeah.
So that's why they never called it what it was. Although my first PCP that he left, that's why he's not our PCP anymore, but he actually, after I'd had the surgery, he was like, well, you remember, he was like, I think I'd mentioned that was kind of Chiari, but it wasn't that bad. And I was like, maybe we had that conversation. I didn't really remember it at that point, but he seemed to remember that he'd said that before. So
I don't know. All I know is he was really good at, I guess, a jack of all trades.
Yeah. And it was he always could figure out, or at least get us on the right path for all of my weird stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, he was managing a lot of it better than
specialists.
Yes.
100%. Since you started seeing the doctors in Baltimore, do they watch your videos now? I have not actually told any of them that we do YouTube.
She's a closet YouTuber.
Not that they won't find out while we're up there, but I have not said anything to anybody, no.
Until we know if they're going to get a good or bad review, we just prefer them not know we're talking about them.
No, it just hadn't come up.
It's usually not I don't know. It just doesn't come up in conversation. Like, hey, by the way.
Well, it's usually like whenever, if we're talking about, things that flare my symptoms and that kind of thing, it goes back to my work, which is physical therapy. And I mean, because that's where I have, most of the problems, because we can modify a lot of activities on the farm to where I don't hurt myself as much, unless I just get overzealous. But yeah, so that's work comes up a lot more than the rest of it.
Yeah. Plus, I just forgot what I was going to say. I don't remember. How long have we been doing YouTube? I think our first video we ever posted was 2020, but I was just playing around with it then. Nothing real serious. And then we'd post a video here and there, stopped for a long time, and then I don't know, probably the last 3 years, fairly consistent. Really consistent the last couple.
Yeah.
But I think probably 3 years. Pretty well.
Yes. Tammy, that's funny.
They made a movie about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And it did well.
Yeah. Tammy said, remind me again the original name of your channel.
Do what?
What was their first name?
The Little Plant Farm.
The Little Plant Farm, yeah. I blanked for a minute there, and then it was
That's one of her symptoms.
I mean, yeah, but that's not why.
No,
it's just because it's been so long.
Yes.
But no, I have word recall issues sometimes. But then we were our way out after that. And then came back to our name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cassie met us at the first expo.
Yep.
Yeah, if y'all saw our expo, was there our expo video where we posted the old pictures of Abby with Cassie and
Yes, I think so.
Sean?
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy to see how little Abby was.
Yes. Well, just all the kids that were in the background, everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Itty bitty.
yes.
Well, and then Izzy had long hair and was riding the pony or whatever. And some of the pictures I looked at, I was like, goodness, it's been so long.
Yep. Grace, they don't know.
Yeah, PA actually told me that. She said with most Chiari patients and surgeries, she said, I can give you this percent chance that you're going to be, a lot better or, whatever. She said, the complexity of yours, she said, and the fact that you've had the previous surgery, you got better, you're not now. She's like, I can't really do that. She said, we can't give you any kind of a prediction on outcome. She said, we can tell you what we hope we're going to have, but we can't tell you for sure.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I appreciate the honesty.
I would rather them be that way than just lie and be like, oh, you're going to be 100% better. There's no way you can be worse.
Yeah.
That's what the first surgeon said.
Yeah.
Because that was my question. Because he's like, I can't guarantee that this will fix it. But he said that
you will not be worse.
Yeah. And I was like, well, if you can't guarantee, I was like, is there any chance she could be worse? He goes, no, it'll just be the same or better. And so we're like, okay, that's a no-brainer. Of course. And then he was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, Brenda, the surgery is the 27th, but I have surgery to insert the ICP monitor next Wednesday.
Cassie, you are a movie star.
Yeah.
Or were to her.
Oh, yeah. You were the person she wanted to meet.
Yep, she wanted to meet you and she wanted to meet Sean.
Yes.
Those were the two people on her list she wanted to meet.
Because she saw Sean walk by first that day and she was over there, oh, that's Dutch.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't talk to him. She finally got the courage to ask him for a picture.
Yes.
And then she saw you and she was like, oh, there's Cassie. I want a picture with Cassie. I was like, let's go.
Yeah, it was funny because whenever she went up, she's like, are you sure you want one with me? She goes, most of the people want one with Ransom or one of the kids. And she's like, nope, it was all you on that one.
Yeah.
She didn't care anything about anybody else.
Cassie was her person.
Yep. Neil, in this instance, I think it is a good choice of words. I guess we could say a less brainer because they did remove some.
They did. Yes, somebody that knows us well they were like, oh, so they found a brain in there, and I was like, yeah, I actually had too big of a brain, so they had to remove some of it. That's what I keep telling them.
That's what she likes to say. We were actually all just as shocked as that person. Yep, Mazzy stole her.
She did. Yep. Yeah, you can always tell, which I mean, she always asks if she can call Mazzy or whatever.
Yes.
But if she's on the phone with Mazzy or Addison, you can hear the giggles.
Yeah, and that's one thing we have to try to remember too, because like for her schedule, she just assumes everybody's on her schedule. We're like, no, they have school or something like that, because it'll be like a weekday now that she's on summer break.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually like, no, you can't call right now because she's at school.
Yeah. Did you tell Abby and Izzy that we were meeting him at the cottage, or do we keep a surprise? We told them right before. We actually didn't tell them ahead of time because they get so amped up and excited about stuff that they wouldn't have left us alone.
They would have been talking nonstop about it.
Yeah.
Just like anytime we're gonna go,
anywhere with them.
yeah, meet up with any of our friends or anything, we try. They've caught on now that
Yeah, it's usually a surprise.
usually there's something going on because there has been a few times that it wasn't. They're like, where they at? They'll be looking around and
Yeah.
we're like, there's nobody here for real. It's just us this time.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. But yeah. Well, there's Wallace Family Farm and Outdoors.
Hey there.
Starstruck by everybody.
Oh.
Oh, y'all's package is in the mail. It was delayed because I was waiting to put something in it extra. So be looking for that whenever you get it out.
Yeah.
But I didn't have one at the time. So you'll understand when you get it.
You have to read Tammy's comment. It's funny. Tammy, that's funny.
Yep. That is funny.
Dean said it's good that they're honest with me. Yes.
Yes.
We appreciate that. Definitely more than ever now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the fact that everybody's so specialized, it seems it could be frustrating if you're dealing with certain things like, oh, I've got to see somebody else for this. You don't do that. I actually appreciate that now. Now that we've dealt with a bad doctor who tried to do everything, having one who only focuses on this, it's refreshing. So
yes. Yeah, Jacob, it was pretty crazy, but it just lucked out that time because we change it up. Sometimes we'll stay
different places
at a hotel in Pryor. We've done Airbnbs before, so you just never know where we're going to be. But yeah, it worked out.
Jacob said his favorite memory at the expo is saying Boomer sooner to Nico.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Is there anything else going on here?
I'm trying to think.
Precious is doing good. That's one thing. He's healing up well. Comet is still here right now because we have to wait till the auction's going to be around where we can actually go to it, because since he's halter broke and will lead and stuff, we want to be where we can actually take him and lead him into the ring so that people see how friendly he is and not just drop him off. So to make sure he'll go to a good home.
Plus, we have to get a Coggins on him too.
Yes.
And we have not physically had time to go over there and get that done because we don't have a vet super close to us, like in our town or anything. We have to travel to go get that done.
About 40 minutes.
Yeah, which doesn't sound like a lot, except the way our schedules have been, there's not been a free moment.
Because we have to schedule it with them and all that, and it's been too much. Yep, Trisha, we're still here.
Yep.
For a few minutes.
Yep.
But yeah, he's healing up on everything. All the babies are still doing really well. Like, so we've had some baby ducks born or hatched and chickens.
They're cute.
And we've got some guinea eggs in the incubator.
Yeah, that's exciting.
It's exciting that they'll hatch out. The main reason is because they sell really well. But I don't want any more because they are so loud and annoying.
You can tell when they lay an egg. And do anything else or
anything
spooked.
Makes a noise at night. Like just a little bit ago while we were on here, they went nuts.
But then Blizzard, he goes back there and he like almost stands guard there most of the night. I mean, he'll run around the house some, but he always goes back to that spot and stands like right in front of where they are, because it's like he's protected. I don't know if it's because they're noisier and he's just using them as a lookout or what, but
yeah. No, we've not heard anything about Rascal.
No, don't expect that we will.
They weren't.
It wasn't somebody we knew. They got him.
No, because the other ones, one of the other ones went to the people that had Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. Which is still so funny.
Nope, no emu eggs. I don't think we will have any this year.
No.
So
Unfortunately, again.
it's probably their last chance, though. Because we were actually there was gonna be an exotic sale we could have taken them to here closer to us, but it's gonna be while we're gone. So
Yeah.
eventually we're probably gonna be sending them to a new home
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they eat a lot.
to be freeloaders.
Mm-hmm. Complete freeloaders. Good night,
Yep.
Donna.
Good night, Donna.
Fly.
Yep.
Can't believe flies are already out. I mean, I can because it's been hot.
It's
but-
been hot for months.
Yeah. Yeah, Tammy, they do need to pay up or get out.
Yes. Yeah, and I kind of thought that this year would be the year
Mhm.
because they're 3 years old now, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah, 3 years old.
they should have.
I think that's right.
I think
2 or
so.
3.
Because last year they could have laid.
Okay, 3 then. Yeah, so we gave an extra year. They still didn't, so
Yeah. Don't know. Not thrilled, though, that they haven't done anything, so.
no. Because I was really hoping that the blondes would because those babies seem to do better.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people want either the blonde chicks or the white emus, and we've got some blondes and some standards, so it was we had a chance of having a mixture of them, and not going to happen.
No. Grace was asking if they had to be about 5 years old before they produced.
No, it's because they can lay as early as like 2 years old, but or like 18 months to 2 years, but it's not as likely, and it has to hit in the right season. And so ours, like I said, they turned 3, I think in January.
Mhm.
And so they should have for sure laid this year.
Yeah.
If they were going to.
Good night, Meg. They are not all males. We do know that much. Because our blondes are females.
Yeah, they were DNA tested whenever we got them.
Mm-hmm.
And we were going to pull feathers and DNA test them all again just to double check, but we've not done that. But I'm also of the mindset if they are all females or something, I'm not going to buy more males too.
No.
And so either way, they're going to move along.
Yeah, and because if you get a young male, then you have to raise it up, and young emus are hard. They're actually kind of difficult because they're so awkward, and
Until they're about 6 months old,
Yeah.
they're really finicky.
they're very finicky, and then they're small, but they're big enough where you can't treat them like a traditional bird. So you can't keep them in a traditional cage or pen or whatever that you would something else. You got to watch out for the legs and all that, and they're harder to raise. Plus, you'd have to wait a while too.
Tammy, the blondes were the others. I guess in theory they all
Yeah.
were at one time, but we don't know how accurate that was. And so we were going to
Yes.
just test them all again.
Yeah. We had some.
Which the blonde ones we've heard drumming and stuff like the females do.
Yeah.
And so we're pretty positive about those, but the others I don't really know how you tell
Yeah.
the difference in them whenever
They get that age.
Yeah.
But yeah. Emus are neat, but like I said, they eat a lot. So
Yeah, and it's not like, I mean, ours are really friendly, and so we
Mhm.
were like, even if you went and bought an adult one somewhere, there's no guarantee that it's gonna be friendly like that. And
Mhm.
they're goodness.
I know. Keep yawning now.
Thought you was trying to
Just
catch
hit
that
me.
fly.
Cover my mouth so I didn't.
But and they're not really that popular on YouTube.
Mm-mm. No,
Like,
not really.
we like them all, but anytime it's been something about emus,
Not so much.
it's not been a fan favorite.
Yeah.
And that's not why we have most of, like, so we had them so we could raise them, and we could hatch out babies and
Mhm.
sell them and whatnot. So the fact that they're not bringing in that way, then that's one of the YouTube thing would be the other decision. Like, if they were like just super popular and everybody loved them, then there'd be no way. But most do not.
Good night, Pam. Midnight on the East Coast.
Yeah, I'm fixing to go to bed too.
Yeah, we need to start thinking that way, I guess,
Oh.
because
We plan on being here like an hour.
oh wow, we just hit 2.
Yeah, that's what we talked before. It's like, oh, we'll stay on about an hour.
Yeah.
And then the girls were here, and then we just got busy talking about everything. And next thing you know, boom, 2 hours have passed, and
Yeah.
it's 11 o'clock here.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to wrap this one up. We appreciate everybody for all the prayers. Keep them coming. Also, I was going to say, we got an email from, her first name's Heather. She was asking for some prayers too. So if y'all can put some prayers out there for her, she's needing a few extra as well. So keep her in your prayers, and all the others that have asked who've been going through stuff for surgeries and stuff.
Yes.
We'll be praying for all of y'all.
Yes.
And if y'all keep them in your prayers too, we'd appreciate it.
Mhm.
But like I said, I'll at least have community post updates, and we may, depend on how things go, because we'll have a little bit of time before the thing, that we may do another live before then, or maybe after. Who knows?
Yeah.
Just
We'll
depends
see.
on how she feels. But I'll definitely get some pictures. She's going to have an antenna in her head.
Yeah. No, and any pictures or anything he posts are with permission, just so that everybody knows that.
Just to clear that up too. Like, sometimes some of our thumbnails and stuff, like, somebody will try to give us a hard time, like, about something, not really bad or anything, but
I do them, and
a lot of them.
I do most of the editing too. So if anything's left in there,
she's okay with it.
I'm okay with it.
I may not be, but she is.
But yeah, don't want anybody to ever think that there's anything that I wouldn't like or approve of, because I literally did.
If
I
she
watched
doesn't
it
like
at least
it, she
twice.
deletes it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So just so that's out there.
Yeah, which we'll get into how that all came about in a future
Yeah. That'd be a good one to talk about at some point.
live. Because it wasn't always that way.
Nope.
But things changed. Well, we're going to get off here. We have lots of stuff to get done tomorrow, and then we head out on Sunday. So the next time we see y'all, we'll be on East Coast time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, guys.